It's been a while since I've been on this side of the screen. Oh, the joys of having to find a film to replace it when you can't find a certain, the film on the schedule. I'm probably, I don't know, am I going to hell for, like, spotlighting this? Yeah, today you saw the title. Let's just get this over with. Sometimes when we look back at the past when it comes to film, sometimes we can find films that, that really, were lost in the sands of time. Films that were just not really, we thought, what is this kind of film? Or films that just didn't really, maybe not. But today we are discussing a film from the 60s. In this case, a film called They Saved Hitler's Brain. I knew when I read you I was going to say the name of this title. If you're curious, though, the original title for this film was called Madmen of Mandoras. So, what was this film about? Well, the film originally came out in, 1968. It was a TV film. What it was about is that, after World War II is over, Nazis removed Hitler's living head and hide it in a fictional South American country, Mandoras, so they can resurrect, all that stuff. Sometimes I'm always thinking, so when am I gonna watch a film that is on the same quality as something say, Birdemic?
Hi.
Here is the menu.
Thank you.
I'll be right back with you.
But then again, that film has been, talked about to death. And I'm going to be honest and say, I've never heard of this film. I don't know many people who probably have.
Mr. Van Pelt, I have the formula. I'm leaving now.
So this is a case in a film of, back when I reviewed the film, Mr. Twister's Revenge, in that, at first I'm gonna say that, there could have been, say, some moments of this film I could have make fun of, and,
No, he would have liked to have taken the credit, but he was actually perfecting the work of Professor Coleman.
Professor Coleman? I didn't know he worked on the project.
Well, not too many people do. He's working independently.
Well, who else knows about the formula?
Just Coleman. You want me to arrange security for him?
No,
But, say, this film was, added, 20 minutes of it from UCLA students at the request of its distributor. Some of this acting from this film is awful. You can see, there's folks that are sort of, dressed as, say, Men in Black, say, secret agent kind of things and all that. And like, you know, like, there's moments, like, say, where they're chasing folks out and about. And I'm gonna be honest and say, watching this film, you know, I'm gonna think that it's almost like, say, okay, like, you know you watched it.
You know, Mrs. Day, you have more effect on me than a mere drink.
Senor Day! Senor.
Yeah, at the same time, it's just like, did I? Because some of this goes so fairly quick, it comes off as a bit of a fever dream, I would say. Because some of the effects are just awful. Like, they have a floating head effect for, you know, Hitler. And I gotta say, I can't tell if the actor that they got for this film is just like, say, like he's just trying so hard not to, like, please don't notice me, kind of.
Thank you.
Like, he's just looking around, you know, because literally his head is in a jar, but if there's like a moment where he goes, like, say, they pick him up and, like, carry him around like he's a little suitcase. I don't know. It makes me wonder, like, say, would this film, like, you know, would this film could have inspired Matt Groening? Because, like, you know, the disembodied heads and all that.
I give you the next president of Earth.
Nixon's back!
And I will say, I think I can see in which, like, say, the UCLA students, you know, like, had their sequences. Because at the same time, I'm gonna be honest and just say, yeah, this, if some of the acting, like, when it comes to, like, say, at least I think so, could be more the, you know, more modern footage that they probably shot. It seems like, just like, say, okay, we're on a budget, we have to get this done rather quickly, let's see what we can do. And, like, when it comes to it, like, the moments of, say, kaboom, explosions and all that, it seems like they were able to get something out of, like, you know, on I'll be honest, like, it almost seems like a shoestring budget. Because the film was shot in 1962, and then it was eventually released in 1963. And, like, say, then they decided to say, okay, you know, they decided to up the runtime. So, some of it is, just like, okay.
A large part of the world rejoiced at the news. Berlin fell, and the war in Europe was over. But the whispers began at once. Is Hitler really dead, they asked. Charred bodies had been found that were alleged to be Hitler and Eva Braun, but a lot of rumors had to be checked out.
Like, there are sequences in which, they go to the island of Mandoras, I guess. And, like, I was just saying that apparently, like, you know, maybe Matt Groening knew about this film, because apparently there are, episodes of the show that are references to, you know, like, almost like, say, like a play on the film, I don't know. Like, say, like, when I was watching this, I just felt like, say, hopefully, because I was, at the same time, like, you know, like, when you watch a film, you're at the same time just going to say, especially sometimes, like, when you're, like, just, like, say, okay, I'm doing this because, you know, it's something I do in my free time. This is a film where I'm just, like, say, hopefully no one sees me watches it.
Are you coming?
Because at the same time, you're just hoping no one asks, because then you feel like, say, how do I explain this in a way? Because at the same time, while the acting is dreadful, I will say that, the film is just at the same time, like, I wouldn't say at the most memorable. Yeah, like the explosions and all that, the goofy acting. At times, well, it's like, say, okay, that's memorable, because they have some actual actors in this film, and at the same time, then you go, like, say, huh, oh, you can see quite the bit of difference, like, you know, suddenly the acting changes in a way. But, yeah, the ending of the film is in which one of the characters throws a bomb, which, you know, destroys the car that they have Hitler in. And they basically, they do a melting effect for the head. It's absolutely just like, say, okay. I respect what you're doing right there. At the same time, it's hilarious. But, yeah, this is a film where I'm just, like, coming to grips of, like, say, okay, what can I actually say about this? If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, give it a thumbs up, maybe. And, as always, it's been a while since I've said this, don't forget to keep your popcorn warm, your drinks ice cold, and your eyes on the screen. I'll see you next time.